Carolina lawmakers are responding after the Board of Education banned another 10 books on Tuesday.
According to PEN America, the state now leads the nation for statewide book bans. Ariana Meadows has more on the story.
I'm holding 2 out of 22 books that are banned from South Carolina public schools. South Carolina now leads the nation in the number of state-mandated school book bans.
This means that people have lost the freedom to read. As a state that prides itself on giving people freedoms, this is quite contrary to who we say we are.
The South Carolina Board of Education banned 10 more books Tuesday that they say are in violation of the state's new regulation. The regulation deems any book depicting sexual conduct on the page to be inappropriate for all public school students in grades K through 12. Republican State Senator Josh Kimbrell supports the regulation.
The point of the regulation is to have some parental consent. We want to be sure that parents are involved in their child's education. We want to be sure that parents get a say at this, that you don't have books on the shelves in a public school library where mom and dad don't know what their kids are being given to read.
Some parents say books are a bridge to understanding. By banning certain books, the Board of Education is potentially cutting off those bridges.
All parents like me have a right to opt their kids out of reading a book if it's something that they don't think their kids should read. That right exists in every school district, and that's within your rights as a parent. What crosses the line is when one parent makes that decision on behalf of all parents in South Carolina.
The majority of challenges being made are by one woman from the Lowcountry.
We have a population of 5 million people. For one person to be able to take books off the shelf, that does not sit well with me, and it should not sit well with the citizens of South Carolina.
People tell us they would have liked for the Board of Education to read through the books before coming to a decision.
At the state level, under Regulation 43170, the board is not required to read the books at all. We see little evidence that they have. And instead, they're handed a list of passages that one lawyer at the Department of Education has said are illegal under this ordinance, and they ban the books. It's not thoughtful. It doesn't take into consideration literary merit or educational value.
Democratic State Representative Chandra Dillard believes the list and the process of banning books needs to be reviewed.
We have educators who are trained, from librarians to teachers to people who it is their job to look at curriculum, to look at what is age appropriate. And if those folks are not making the decisions, then we have failed our students.
No one's saying you can't go to Barnes & Noble and buy these books. Nobody's saying we're sending the SWAT team out to come get them from your house. We're saying that we want the Board of Education to take a look at what's appropriate in a public school library, make sure moms and dads are informed of what their kids are reading, and make sure that there's an age-appropriate materials.
As of right now, the American Civil Liberties Union says they don't plan on taking legal action against the Board of Education. In Greenville, Ariana Meadows, 7 News.
And we have reached out to the Board of Education several times for comment. We have yet to hear back.